Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Sarah Marie, and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today?
How you doing?
Today's video is a topic that I haven't really talked about on this channel, which is funny because it's actually a huge part of my life and I don't know why I've never made a video on it.
So I made a TikTok of this and it's my most viewed TikTok that I've ever made, so I thought I would make a more in-depth video about it.
So the other day, someone in my life reached out to me and asked me how to manifest something. They said they had seen a lot about manifestation on TikTok and whatever, and then it's become kind of like a trendy thing, but they didn't know how to actually manifest something. It's like, you know what, you're right. I feel like people really don't talk that much about how to actually manifest something. They talk about manifestation sort of in this way that's very like hard to reach, and they don't actually sit down and be like, okay, this is how you do it. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the easiest ways to manifest what you want. Anything you want, you can manifest it. And if you want to skip to how to do it and me doing it with you, I'm going to put a little timestamp in the comments so you can skip over, because girl, I get you. If you want to know what it is, how it works, a little bit more of a background, I'm going to explain that to you now. This idea is called the 17 seconds rule. It's originally coined by Abraham Hicks, who is someone who is very big in the law of attraction manifestation community. I will say it's a very simple idea. The idea is that you think about something that you want to manifest purely with no contradictions, with no negative thoughts, with no intruding thoughts, which is actually really hard to do, for 17 seconds. And then you go into more detail thinking about it with that pure thought, no contradictions, no negative thoughts coming in, for 68 seconds. That is the whole idea, okay? It's really not that crazy. It's a really easy way to sort of jumpstart into manifestation. It's the first way that I learned about manifestation. How does it work? So this is kind of a loaded question, because I could make a whole video about why I think manifestation works, why I think the law of attraction works, but really it's one of those things where manifestation and law of attraction is spiritual. It is an aspect of spirituality, and things that are spiritual are often things that you can't see, explain, or describe super clearly. It's like religion. It's like anything that you believe in that is a little bit bigger than you, farther beyond this consciousness, if that makes sense. When I first learned about manifestation and law of attraction, I remember thinking of it as kind of evil and dark, because I was raised Catholic, very like traditional Roman Catholic. I went to a Catholic school when I was little. Sort of thought of anything that was spiritual but that wasn't tied to a certain religion as being dark and evil. So when I thought of like meditation and yoga and like all that, I knew that was all good, but it didn't feel like something I was allowed to do. And as I've gotten older and I've grown and I've learned who I am and I've done a lot of self-discovery and I've figured out what I believe in and who I am and what I want my life to be, yoga and meditation is now a part of my daily life. The majority of religions actually talk about ideas of meditation and manifestation in their literature. They just don't call it that. So for example, in the Bible, Matthew 7:7 says, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you."
This is the idea of manifestation.
I'm a very open-minded person to all things, and this is a very accepting, open-minded community. So whatever you believe in, whoever you are, whatever you are, I accept you as long as you're being kind, okay? I understand you can have your own beliefs on this. That is totally fine. These are just mine. I could go into quantum physics and neural pathways to explain why this does work, but really it's always gonna go back to what you believe in versus what you don't. This whole video, I feel like it's just that name, like, that's my opinion! That's my opinion! The simplest, most plainest way that I can explain it to very logical, left-brained people, if you are thinking about something you want every day, all of your actions are going to align with achieving that goal. I've given you a gentle overview of why it works and why I believe in it. Let's get into how to manifest anything you want in 17 seconds. Step 1 is going to be preparation. And this is arguably the most important step in my opinion. Number 1, if you're gonna manifest something, you do need to do a little bit of inner work first. I'm sorry, I said it. You can't just say, oh, I don't believe in manifestation, but let's try it, and expect it to work. You have to not only believe that it's possible, but also believe that you're worthy. For me personally, I have struggled with this my whole journey with law of attraction, is whether or not I am worthy of receiving the gifts and the blessings that I desire. Example, growing up, I was always sort of taught that money came when you worked hard, that it wasn't something handed to you, that it wasn't easy to get, that it was something that was difficult to get and you had to be a very hard worker to get it. There's nothing wrong with this belief, but it does make attaining money harder, I will be honest with you. You need to be able to look inside yourself and see what's broken and what needs to be fixed in order for you to be able to have something that you want. Because if I think that only rich people get Teslas and I don't think of myself as rich, I'm not going to be able to get the Tesla no matter how many times I try to do the 17 seconds, because there's always that little voice in the back of my head saying, but you're not rich, so you won't get this Tesla. Best ways that I have found to be able to look inward and understand some things that you need to work on is breath work, you guys. I discovered breath work like a month ago, and it has honestly kind of changed my life. I have never been someone good at meditation because I'm very ADD. My brain works at 1,000,000 miles a minute. I'm also very anxious, and so the combination of the two means that it's really hard for me to just settle down and think about nothing. Breath work is a very active form of meditation because you're thinking about your breath so much that you can't think about anything else. I'm gonna link my favorite breath work video down below. Every time I do it, I sob, and I always come to some sort of realization and enlightenment of what I need to fix in my life. Overall, you need to be in the mindset that manifestation is possible and that you are deserving of everything that you want in your life. You also have to be in a place where you're more of a high vibration. If every single day you're thinking about all of the things that you lack, you're thinking about how you lack this thing that you want to manifest, it's going to make it so difficult for you to manifest that thing. If you've done some of that inner work and you really understand, how you need to improve and just your core beliefs and what you've been taught your whole life and sort of how to break those barriers down, those barriers to manifesting down, you want to be in a good headspace. So like I said, you can do a breathwork video, you can do a meditation video. I really like doing this after I work out because I've released a lot of endorphins. So I love going on a run, coming back, showering, and then doing this. And you're going to actually start it. And I'm going to explain how you do it, and then we're gonna do it together. Number 2, you need to pick what you want. You cannot manifest 2 things at one time during this exact practice. In your overall life, of course, you can manifest multiple things at one time, I personally believe. However, I think it's a lot harder to do something like this where it's so specific and manifest multiple things at one time. For today's example, just because it's an easy example, I'm going to be getting a Tesla. This is actually something I want to manifest because I love me a good Tesla. So you're going to go to the timer app on your phone, or if having your phone near you is bad, you can yell to Siri across the room. Just be like, hey Alexa, turn on me a little timer. Did I just make your Alexas go off?
Hey Google, turn on the timer for 17 seconds. Or your little Google's going off.
Okay, anyways. 17. You're going to think about what you want for 17 seconds. Pure thought. Do not let other thoughts intrude, especially thoughts of lack, thoughts of negativity. So if I am trying to manifest this Tesla, I'm going to picture the Tesla. I'm gonna picture what it looks like, the color. I'm gonna envision in my mind the little T that's at the front of the Tesla. I'm gonna think about it driving down the road. I'm gonna think about it parked in my driveway. I'm just gonna picture my Tesla. At any point, if in my brain, subconsciously or for a moment, I think, oh, but I don't have it yet, start over. Every time you have a thought of, oh, I don't have it yet, oh, but it's so expensive, oh, but how am I gonna get it, oh, any little thought you have that isn't just about your Tesla, start over with those 17 seconds. So once you have successfully thought about this for 17 seconds, you're going to set another timer for 1 minute and 8 seconds. AKA 68 seconds, okay, which is 17 times 4. You are going to do the exact same thing that you just did, but for 68 seconds. For my Tesla, I'm going to think about how the seats smell, how it sounds when I turn it on. I'm gonna think about that screen in the front. I'm gonna think about what the seats look like behind me. I'm gonna think about how it feels to drive. I'm gonna think about driving down the road and seeing other Teslas. I'm gonna think about pulling it into my driveway, putting it on park and getting out. I'm gonna think think about that new car smell and that it's mine. I'm going to feel the feeling of gratitude for having that Tesla, of happiness that I got it, of excitement to drive it. All of those I'm going to feel, because feeling is the best way to manifest something. You can think all you want, but when you feel the emotions associated with that manifestation, with that thought, it makes it so much more. And then you let it go. This is the second hardest part, in my opinion, letting it go. You sit there and then you're like, oh my God, but I don't have it yet. Where is it? Come on, Tesla. Where you at? I manifested you. What the frick? Why you taking so long? You're never gonna get it because you're just manifesting not having it instead of manifesting having it. This is something that I completely struggle with. Why don't you think I have one yet? So you're going to say it is done, and you're going to let it go. Let it float up to the universe, let it float up to God, let it float up to whatever you believe in, and we're letting her go because it's done and it will happen. When it is in the right timing for you, the best divine timing, it's gonna happen. So I don't need to stress about it. I don't need to care about it. I don't need to freak out about it. Girl, it's already mine. I'll just give it a hot minute and I know it'll come to me. And that is how you manifest anything you want in 17 seconds. Without further ado, let's do it, okay? Are you ready? Okay, so I want you to pause this video and do some deep breaths, meditate, get yourself in a good headspace, go on a run, come back, take a shower like I do. Just get yourself feeling happy, calm, endorphins flowing, okay? So once you've done that, together we're gonna take a deep breath in and a longer breath out. Again, deep breath in and long breath out. One more time. And long breath out. I want you to repeat after me, okay? I am blessed. I am blessed. I am worthy of everything I desire. I am worthy of everything I desire. I am grateful for everything I already have. I'm grateful for everything I already have. A deep breath in. Let's start our timers. So think about what you're going to manifest and let's start for 17 seconds. We're going to go to 68 seconds and we're going to think in more detail about what we want. Okay, it is done, it is yours, and you can let it go. Alright you guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like these types of videos, I would love to make more, so definitely let me know that you like them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Já viu rico namorar pobre?